Hey guys, Golden Eagle here. Today I'm bringing you guys another one of my class setups for Call of Duty Ghosts. This time it's going to be the best Marksman rifle class in the game. I'm going to show you guys two different setups to use for this class. One for more aggressive gameplay, which is the one I'm using here in this gameplay, and the other one is for more defensive gameplay. For either class, you want to choose the MR28 Marksman rifle. This gun is a freaking monster, and it's probably my favorite gun in the game, maybe tied with the Remington R5. It has a built-in foregrip, meaning that it has almost no recoil, and it's a two-shot kill almost anywhere on the body, and a one-shot if you hit them in the head. With either one of the setups I'm going to show you, you ideally want to pick people off from long range, similar to what I said with my best class for getting a high KD in Call of Duty Ghosts. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that video, there will be a link to it on screen if you want to check that out. So yeah, you want to put a decent amount of space between you and your enemies. With the aggressive version of this class, you can get into medium range encounters and do well, but for the defensive version, you want to stay as far away from the enemies as possible. But either way, you definitely want to avoid close quarters fights. That's because the marksman rifles are single shot weapons, and people who are using assault rifles or SMGs will probably mow you down before you can even squeeze the trigger enough times to kill them, unless you're really fast with it. A couple of tips for firing this weapon are you want to try to aim for the head and or the upper chest, and what I like to do is every time I shoot at the enemy, I make sure to pull the trigger at least 3 or 4 times. It might only take 1 or 2 shots to kill them, but you want to make sure in case you miss. And because this weapon has such little recoil between shots, you should be able to fire quickly and still stay on target. But you do want to avoid spamming with the trigger too much and try to control yourself. So if you fire 2 or 3 shots and you see that you've missed, try to train yourself to stop shooting for a second or two and then adjust your aim and resume once you've got back on target. It takes a little getting used to at first, but once you master this technique, you'll find that it makes this gun even more effective. Alright, so now let's get to the setups, guys. Let's start with the more aggressive one first, which is, like I said, the one I'm using in this gameplay. For the attachments, I have on the red dot sight and muzzle brake. The red dot sight helps with being accurate, and it's not zoomed in like the default rifle scope, which makes it better for medium range fights. And the muzzle brake extends the damage drop off of the gun, so you'll be able to kill people with 2 shots at longer ranges. For the perks, I choose to go with Stalker, Focus, Hardline, Fully Loaded, and Amplify. Those are actually the same exact perks I recommended with my best KD setup, but they're honestly my favorite ones in the game and work really well here too. Stalker will help you strafe around enemies and be more mobile. Focus will help you keep on target, and it's especially essential for this class because you want to hit every shot and you don't want your aim to go everywhere because every time you pull the trigger, it's just one shot that comes out. It's not like an automatic weapon where you could just hold it down and kind of spray and pray. You need to be really accurate with this gun. Hardline gets you your kill streaks faster. Fully Loaded helps you keep stocked with ammo, so you can go on longer kill streaks, and you don't have to worry about picking up weapons or scavenger packs. And Amplify will allow you to hear all of the enemies around you, but if you don't have a headset, you could substitute it for whatever you want. The kill streaks I decided to go with are the Guard Dog, Trinity Rocket, and Battle Hind. The Guard Dog will watch your back, and the Trinity Rocket and Battle Hind will get you easy kills, and will also help you to defend objectives if you're playing Domination. Now, let's take a look at what I use for the defensive version of this class. Because you'll want to be playing a support role with this version, I use slightly different attachments, perks, and kill streaks. To suit this playstyle better, I choose the muzzle brake and armor piercing attachments. Muzzle brake helps with the range like I said before, and the armor piercing is like FMJ from the previous games. So your bullets will pass through walls more easily, so you'll be able to kill people who are taking cover. And also, it makes your shots more effective against armored kill streaks like juggernauts and ballistic vests, so that helps with supporting your team as well. I personally like the default scope on the MR28 for long ranges, but if you want, you could swap out the armor piercing attachment for the thermal scope, which will allow you to see enemies very easily. For the perks, I keep everything the same, except I swap out Stalker for Quick Draw. You want to be standing still when shooting as much as possible when using this class, in order to kill people at very long ranges, so Stalker isn't really helpful for that, and Quick Draw will allow you to get your sights up quickly and pick them off even faster. For the kill streaks, I go with the SATCOM, IMS, and Sentry Gun. All of them are very useful for a support type class. The SATCOM will help you and your teammates know where the enemies are, obviously. You could drop down the IMS or the Sentry Gun near an objective or a high traffic area on the map, which will give you an even stronger defense. So, when using this version of the Marksman class, you want to keep all of your fights at long range as much as possible and never ever rush in. You're going to be playing a support role for your team, so this class is great for domination, or if you're playing with some of your friends who are using rushing classes. This way, they can be capturing the objectives, and you can be watching their backs from a distance and kill people who are coming up from behind them. It can even be great for team deathmatch because it will help you lock down an area of the map. You want to hang back from the action and kill people from across the map. It's not really a good idea to capture objectives with this class unless you know for sure that there's no one close to them, and then you can kill people who are running to them from farther away. If you can, you should crouch and or go prone as much as possible because it will reduce your weapon sway and even further reduce the recoil, so once again helping you kill people at long range. Also, it's wise to get to a high position like a rooftop or a window to help you overlook a part of the map. Having the height advantage will help you kill people at long ranges, and you don't have to just camp and sit in one spot, but it is a good idea to stick to one general area of the map and try to stay away from the enemy spawns. Alright guys, so those were my two setups for my favorite marksman class in the game. Try them out for yourselves and see how you guys do with them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the gameplay. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you next time.